Hello everyone. As like that, you have told that, so we just want to revise the chapter that is bank reconciliation statement. Some of the students they have told me, messaged me that we need to revise the chapter of bank reconciliation statement, and still also some doubts are there. So if you could help in anything, so that is the reason that I am making this video. So this reason that I'm going to start the bank reconciliation statement. For you it may be a chapter, but I have already told you even in the class that it's just an accounting game with your hands, and if you're quite good in the previous earlier chapters, that is something related to the cash book, it will be very much easier to understand. It will be very much easy for you to understand the bank reconciliation statement, right? So we are going to start the bank reconciliation statement. But prior to that, few things I just want to make you sure that I'm going to use some sentences repeatedly, so that by the end of the video you will be able to know that what is the meaning of balance as per cash book, balance as per passbook, when to prepare bank reconciliation statement as per cash book, when to prepare bank reconciliation statement as per passbook. Okay, so don't get irritated by these sentences. It's just a thing that I'm doing so that for your welfare, and maybe by the end of the video you may get to know that when to prepare the bank reconciliation statement as per cash book, and when to prepare the bank reconciliation statement as per passbook. Fine. So we are going to start the video. Let's see. Now, why we need to prepare the bank reconciliation statement? What is the reason? What is the motive behind preparation of this bank reconciliation statement? As like that, I have told you there are some reasons due to which the two balances. There are reasons due to these two balances. What are the two balances? One is the cash book balance, another one is passbook balance. So due to some reasons they are not reconciled. Now what is the meaning of reconcile? Reconcile, it means that you need to make it equal. You need to make it equal. Fine. So our job is that we just need to reconcile this two balance. That is, one is cash book balance, another one is passbook balance. Fine. So what we need to reconcile, I have also mentioned clearly in the slide. What we need to reconcile? We need to reconcile the balance in the bank column of cash book, which is prepared by the company. It means that which is prepared by you. You are the accountant, right? So you are going to prepare the cash book, and in that cash book one bank column is there. So the balance in the bank column, it's actually the cash book balance. Fine. Next is that the balance in the bank account of the company, but it is maintained by the bank. Okay, it is maintained by the bank. So that is known as the passbook balance. Fine, that is known as the passbook balance. In the next slide, I have given you a format of triple column cash book. In this triple column cash book, as you can see that the bank columns, the balance in the bank column, it is necessary, and this bank column, it is actually the balance as per cash book. Fine, it's the format of a triple column cash book, and it's the balance in the bank column and triple column that would be considered as balance as per cash book in bank reconciliation statement. This one I have also explained you at the time of taking the class of triple column cash book. Next, I am going to give you some standards, some rules that how and that rule should be followed. You can also change the rules according to you, but I have prepared the standard by myself. You can use that standard. If you want to change something as per your convenience, you can do it. No problem in that. Okay. So as I have told you the rule, first of all, that the right hand, I am considering this right hand as cash book and the left hand as passbook. Fine. Again I am repeating, the right hand as cash book and the left hand as passbook. Clear? You can write it on your palm, that is, this is cash book, this is passbook, no problem in that, but you have to do it imaginarily in the examination. Clear? Now next, the term is as per. Now what is as per? The term as per, it represents the flexibility. It represents the flexibility. Now what is that flexibility is that? Say for example, if you are going to prepare the bank reconciliation statement as per cash book, it means that you can change only the cash book. In the same manner, if you are preparing the bank reconciliation statement as per passbook, you can change only the passbook balance. Fine. So wherever the term as per it will be added, okay, wherever the term as per it will be added, it represents the flexibility, that which balance you should change to make it equal. Clear? In the next slide, I have also mentioned it clearly that the term as per it represents the flexibility. And one more thing, if you are preparing bank reconciliation statement as per cash book, it means you can change the cash book only to make it equal. Fine. Say for example, this is cash book and this is passbook. If you are preparing bank reconciliation statement as per cash book, you can only change the cash book balance. Okay, this will remain fixed. This will remain static. Clear? Now same thing, if you are preparing the bank reconciliation statement as per passbook, what does it mean? It means that the passbook balance it will be changed. It means that the passbook you can make it flexible. You can change it and you have to make it equal with the cash book. But the cash book, it will remain static. It will remain unchanged. Clear to everyone? I have also mentioned the tip that some of the students they don't know that sir, when to prepare the bank reconciliation statement as per cash book, when to prepare the bank reconciliation statement as per passbook. So simple tip I have explained, that is that simple thing is that read the question. If in the question cash book balance is given, then prepare bank reconciliation statement as per cash book. Same manner, if passbook balance is given, then prepare the bank reconciliation statement as per passbook. Clear to everyone? Hope that this one is clear to everyone. If it is not clear, please pause the video, rewind the video and again go through with the video up to this one. Okay. Next is how to start. This is the format that I have given. In different books, different kinds of formats are also there. That is amount format. Instead of that plus and minus amount, there can be a amount format. My format is simple. First of all, you have to mention that bank reconciliation statement as per. The blank is there. So you have to put whether you are preparing bank reconciliation statement as per cash book. If you are preparing as per cash book, then write it cash book. If you are preparing as per passbook, then write it as passbook. Clear? Next is that of name of the firm, the firm of which that you are preparing, which company. Next, as on, the bank reconciliation statement should be prepared on a date. Okay, it should be prepared on a date. So you have to mention as on. You have to mention the particular date. Okay. Next is that three columns are there. First column, it represents the particulars. Second one, it should be the plus amount rupees column. Instead of that rupees, you can also use dollars if you are using if you are calculating or if you are using the figures in dollars. Okay. And next one is the minus amount column. Okay. Now in the particulars, I have mentioned four things. One is that balance as per cash book. If it is debit balance, what is the meaning of the debit balance? It means that if in the cash book it is positive balance, if in the cash book the bank column shows the positive balance. Okay, so as it is positive, then put it on the plus. Fine. In the same manner, if balance as per passbook, it's credit balance. Okay. So again it is positive, and again put it on the positive side, that is on the plus column. Fine. Now few of the students are confused with the debit and credit. For this I am giving you some examples. Now whenever you prepare the cash book, whatever you debit in the cash book, it is credited by the bank. Fine. Say for example, if you are receiving a check and that check you have entered into the cash book, then you have to debit it. But when you will send the check to the bank, so what the bank will do? The bank will credit your account. Fine. So whenever some person deposits something into your account, you get a message, you get a SMS, okay, that your account is credited. Your account is credited by that much of amount. Clear? So whatever you debit in the cash book, in the bank column, same thing it is actually credited by the bank, and vice versa. Vice versa, it means that if you are crediting something, it means if you are deducting something from the bank account in the cash book, then same thing it will be debited by the bank. Clear? These things are clear. Next is that overdraft. Hope that your something related to that current account is clear. A current account is actually an account where it can be opened only by a businessman, and where a businessman will get a overdraft facility. Now what is the meaning of that overdraft? If you are withdrawing more than the deposit, say for example in your bank account 20,000 is there, but you have withdrawn 35,000. Okay, 20,000 is there in your bank account, but you have withdrawn 35,000. Okay, so how much excess you have withdrawn? You have withdrawn 15,000. Fine. So that 15,000 it becomes the overdraft. But what does it mean? It means that your account is a negative balance. Fine. Your account is a negative balance. Clear? So if it is overdraft, nothing to do, just mention it on the negative side. Okay, or you can say the minus side. So if it is overdraft, then it should be credit balance as per cash book. If it is overdraft shown by the past book, then it will show the debit balance. Okay, one more thing, anyone you have to write. Okay, so please read the question properly. Related to BRS, because any one you have to mention. All the fours will not be there. Any one balance will be there. So these four things which is there. So out of that, for any one will be there. So read the question which one is appropriate. Okay, and put it properly. Clear to you? Next. Now these things always remember, if you are required to calculate balance as per balance as per passbook, then you have to prepare bank reconciliation statement as per cash book. Okay. In the same manner, if you are required to calculate balance as per cash book, then you have to prepare the bank reconciliation statement as per passbook. Okay. Now what does it mean? I am going back to the previous slide. It means that if you start from balance as per cash book, okay, if you will start from balance as per cash book, it means that the answer that you will get, or the balance that you will get by the end of the solving the bank reconciliation statement, it will be the balance as per passbook. Fine. And in the same manner, if you will start from this passbook, then what you will get? You will get balance as per cash book. Clear to everyone? So please take the picture of this slide or take the snapshot of this slide, because this will help you, and even Again, the same language I am using. If nothing is entering into your mind that sir, still also we are confusing when to prepare the bank reconciliation statement as per cash book, when to prepare the bank reconciliation statement as per passbook. Nothing to do, just read the question properly. If cash book balance is given in the question, prepare bank reconciliation statement as per cash book. If passbook balance is given in the question, then prepare bank reconciliation statement as per passbook. This is simple to everyone. Clear? So now we are going to start a question. The biggest problem for the students is that they don't read the question properly. It's just a request that please read the question properly first, completely, thoroughly, then solve it. Fine? So I'm going to solve each and everything stepwise, and if there will be any doubt, please put it on the comment that what are the doubts that you are facing. And if there will be still any doubt, then don't worry for that. I will make a different video for you, or I will directly call to you. Okay, don't worry for that. So we are going to solve a question on this. So this is the question. Please take the snapshot of this one after a few seconds. So I'm going to step on solving this one. So the question says that we have to prepare bank reconciliation statement of Performance Limited as on 31st December 2018. One thing, the date is actually important in case of bank reconciliation statement. Here I am not giving any question which is related to the dates, but yes, there is a role of date in case of bank reconciliation statement. Okay. So read. So first thing is that balance as per cash book 9,000. So which balance is given? Cash book balance is given. Why? So if cash book balance is given, it means that we have to start the bank reconciliation statement as per cash book. Clear to everyone? Fine. So now nothing is given that whether it's overdraft or whether it's positive balance. If nothing is mentioned that whether it's overdraft or not, it means that this is positive balance. So on which column we have to mention it? We have to mention it on the plus column. Fine. We have to mention it on the plus column. So what we have to mention? This is the solution. As I have told you that we are preparing bank reconciliation statement as per cash book. Okay. I mentioned it clearly, cash book. Of which company? It's of Performance Limited. As on what date that we are preparing? On 31st December 2018 we are preparing. Clear? So first of all I have written balance as per cash book and it is positive balance. So I have put it on the plus side. Okay. If overdraft will be written, then I have to put it on the minus side. Okay. If overdraft will be written, then I have to put it on the minus side. Clear? So first point is clear that bit A or A point, it's clear. I think the balance as per cash book is given and nothing is mentioned whether it's related to overdraft or not. So that's why it should be mentioned on the plus side. Clear? Or the plus column. Bit B or the second B point. Now receive a check from a customer of rupees 2000 but did not send to bank for collection. Now what does it mean? It means that receive a check. You have received a check from a customer. Okay. And it means that you have entered into the cash book. Okay. You have entered into the cash book. Okay. But you did not send it to the bank for collection. So bank did not mention it in his passbook. So what does it mean? If you have received a check, so what will happen to the bank balance in the cash book? It will automatically rise. Fine. So what is the position is that? The position is that the cash book is more and the passbook is less. Fine. The cash book is more and the passbook is less. And we are preparing bank reconciliation statement as per cash book. Okay. So which one is flexible? Cash book is flexible, right? Cash book is flexible, right? So what shall I do? What I have to do? If this one is flexible, what should I do to make it balance? So I have to reduce the cash book. Okay, I have to reduce the cash book, or I have to make it less. Okay, so in the slide it is also mentioned. Now this one, here you can say that passbook is less and cash book is more. And which one is flexible? Cash book is flexible. Okay, so what I have to do with the cash book? I have to reduce it, so then only the cash book it will be balanced with the passbook. Okay, so I have to reduce it, that is less. Now check the solution, that is B point, less, check received but did not send it to bank for collection. As it is less, then put it on the minus side. Fine. C point, a customer deposited rupees 4,000 directly into bank account but no information to the owner. So what does it mean? It means that a customer has deposited directly into your passbook, okay, but you don't have information about it. What does it mean? It means that you did not mention it in your cash book. So what is the position? The position is that if directly deposited in the bank account, it means that your bank account is more as per the passbook, because the bank is having the information about it, but you don't have the information about it. Fine. So obviously the cash book balance is low and the passbook balance is more. Okay, and which one is flexible? You are preparing bank reconciliation statement as per cash book. So what you should do with the cash books to make it equal? You have to increase it or you have to add it. Please look at this slide. This is the position. Passbook is more, cash book is less. Which one is flexible? Cash book is flexible. What I have to do? I have to add it. Clear? Now look into the solution of this. Point C. Add directly deposited by customer into bank. As it is add, so I have put it on the plus side. Hope that everything is clear up to this much. Next point. D. Bank credited rupees 500 as interest but no record in the cash book. Now bank credited, I have already told you. If bank credited, what does it mean? It means that bank has increased your passbook by 500. Why? Because the bank has credited interest in your account. The bank has given a rupees of 500 as interest into your account, but no record in the cash book. It means you don't know about it, you didn't record it. Fine. So if bank has credited, now what is the position? What is the position? The passbook is more and the cash book is less. Check this one. Passbook is more and cash book is less. Which one is flexible? Cash book is flexible. What I have to do? I have to increase the cash book so that it will be equal to the passbook. Clear? Look into the solution. I have added it. This one is the point D. It should not be directly deposited by customer. It should be. It is not directly deposited by the customer. Okay. It should be. It should be that it should be that what was the question? The question was that bank credited. So you should have to write that credited interest by the bank. Credited interest by the bank. Okay, that much is only sufficient to write. Rupees 500. Okay. This one is a little bit mistake is there. Please rectify it. Next. Bank debited rupees 100 as banking charges but no intimation to the accountant. Now bank has debited rupees 100 as banking charges. Debited, what does it mean? It means that bank has reduced rupees 100 as banking charges from your account, but you don't have the intimation about it. So what does it mean? It means that the bank has reduced your passbook. Okay, the bank has reduced your passbook. Okay, and the cash book is more. Please look at the picture. Cash book is more and passbook is less. So what we have to do with the cash book? We just have to make it less. Clear to everyone? Look at the solution. That point E, less, bank debited banking charges but no intimation to the accountant. Fine. The last point, F, issued check to a supplier rupees 1200 but not presented at bank for payment. Now what does it mean? You have issued a check. Okay, you have issued a check. It means that you have written a check and you have given it to the supplier. Now what the supplier should have done? The supplier should have shown it to the bank so that he will get the payment. And what you are feeling that as you have already issued the check, so what you will do? It means that you feel that your bank account has been reduced. Okay, your bank account has been reduced. Okay, it's your expectation. But the supplier did not present at the bank. So what does it mean? The bank has not paid it to the supplier. The bank has not paid it to the supplier. So what is the position? It means that in the cash book, if you have recorded, it means that in the cash book you have already reduced 1200. Okay. But in case of that passbook, it has not yet been shown to the bank. So bank has not yet paid the 1200. Clear? So this is the position. Now what we have to do? Passbook is more, cash book is less. So what you have to do? You have to increase the cash book so that it will be equal. Increase the cash book, it means that you have to add 1200 to the cash book. I have added it. Next, look at the solution for this. Check issued but not presented at bank for payment 1200. Clear? I beg your pardon to everyone that that point number D, its calculation is correct, but only the thing is that it should be mentioned that rupees 500 credited by the bank, but it's directly deposited by the bank. I beg your pardon for this. Okay, please this one. Okay, so calculation is correct, no problem in that, but only the thing is that the statement is not correct. Please rectify the statement. Next is that how to make it balance, how to calculate. Now next is that you have to make the total and you have to check the which side is bigger and which side is less. So as you can say that the plus column, it is bigger and the total of the plus column is how much? It's 14,700. Fine. Please leave one row. In one row you can calculate the balance. Okay. Now the total is 14,700. Now the minus side is actually lesser. It is a shortage by how much? It is shortage by how much? It is shortage of 12,600. Fine. It is a shortage of 12,600. Now just check from where we have started. We have started from the cash book, and from where we have reached? We have reached to the balance as per passbook. Clear? This is clear to everyone? No doubt in that. Hope that there will be no doubt for you. Still, if there will be any doubt, please put it on the comment that sir, these are the points that we are having doubt. I will clear it. Don't worry for that. It's just a video. I have made it only for you and just a hurry up manner. I have made it. So if there will be any doubt, you can just directly call me, no problem in that. You can directly text me on that. Next, in the next slide, there is a question that I have given it to you. Please solve it by your own. Everyone, please take a snapshot of this one. Solve it by your own. And if there will be any, I will check it whether it's correct or not. Okay. Please solve it properly. And here's some one thing is that I have also changed the question a little bit. Please read the question properly Please read the question properly. If you are having any doubt, then what is the trick of this question, then I can also tell it to you. Actually, the trick is that please read the question properly. The first line, it may confuse you. Okay, so please take a snapshot of this one, solve it, and tell me what is the answer of this. Next, I have also covered that what are the causes of difference due to which the cash book balance and the passbook balance are not equal. Okay, so these are the causes of difference. Every cause I have already mentioned with the help of the example, but I could not cover the errors of that. Okay, so in the video, what is the lacuna? I have also, the points that is not covered in this video is that what is the importance of date in preparing bank reconciliation statement, and the second is that how to deal with the errors in preparing bank reconciliation statement. Okay, these 2 points I have not covered in this video. So if you feel that if you need these 2 points again also, I will also make another video which could cover these 2 points. Okay, for this, thanks a lot to everyone. It's just your motivation for which that I have prepared the video. It's just your request and your need that I am preparing this video, and it's just a special thanks to Sandeep sir and all the faculties and all the students of DOC. Okay, have a nice day. Okay, be in contact. Bye.